All right, what is going on, everybody? We are back for our second matchup of the night, and I am once again joined by my good friend and assistant GM, Merely. What's going on, Merely?
Not much, not much. It feels like it's been a while since we casted. Maybe it hasn't, but I'm doing great. Happy to be back casting again, and one of arguably our best matchup of the night in store for us.
Oh yeah, should be another good one. It does seem like it has been a little bit since we casted. It's been a while, but we're back at it again here. Quick before we get this one going though, got to give a couple of quick shout outs to It's Ferda for the 1 month sub from earlier, and also Rogue with the Prime sub. Much love for them, and also we have a caster bias that has been activated for the series. By Jaegers, full series caster bias from Jaegers, who's going to be playing this matchup for Origin. And you know what, Merely, I think this might be the most well-used caster bias, considering that not only are we going to be talking against the Banshees, but we're also going to be rooting on our boys in Origin. So
Yeah, it does make it a little bit easier. So I guess thanks for letting us have an excuse to be a little bit more biased than usual, as both of us are obviously going to be. Well, as casters, we are completely unbiased and want the
mm.
best team to win. But as AGM and GM of Evolution, we are secretly hoping that Origin will take this matchup. And the caster's bias against Banshees will help a little bit.
I would agree. I would agree there. So we'll have to see how it's going to go. This one, you guys still have a little bit of time to get your predictions in. I'm going to throw it to Merely in just a second. But right now there is 45,000 points on the Banshees and 3K on Origin. So get those predictions in. You got about a minute and a half from me saying this right now to get your channel point predictions and just click in the bottom left. Use those channel points. Get some betting in. Get some channel points back. But Merely, I'll bring it to you here in this one. Banshees versus Origin. We didn't really I didn't really preview the teams at all. We just kind of got to go right into it. We're a little behind schedule, so who are you taking this one?
You know what? Once again, a little bit of bias, but I gotta go Origin on this one. Also, for the fact that apparently I did have a short conversation with Chillin earlier, and apparently they are missing one of their starting players, potentially one of their key players. I cannot remember his name at this point, but he is on their starting roster, so they are going to be playing with a sub. And for that reason, I definitely think this will be at least an even matchup. I'd even give Origin a tiny bit of an edge here, even though they do have a slightly worse record.
Yeah, it looks like they're missing their top player as we're gonna get them joined in. They're missing Disco DD, who's 1353 in the Prospect League. So he's the top of the board there. They're missing him, but looks like they're gonna go with Chillin, Flying High, and TTV Death Trap. And then over in the orange for Origin, Origin here with
Origin.
Jaeger, Origin maybe Jaeger's Lightning God and Pygo. And let's get the caster bias underway as we get to hype up Origin, talk down a little bit on the Banshees. As this one off the backboard, chilling, already backflipping. Much expected here as he messes that one up. Death Trap, and not threatening at all as Pygo. Gonna clear it out in the midfield. The weakest shot ever from Chillin, but Lightning God gonna clear it away. And so far nothing too threatening. Merely.
Yeah, not much to see so far. Both teams just feeling each other out a little bit. Surprisingly, not that many mistakes from the Banshees yet, as they have had a decent amount of pressure. But both teams holding strong here. Yet to see who's going to make the first big mistake.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I like the big text on the top of the screen. C money, good production value. Just kidding. We love C money, but throw it out there real quick. And this one a little bit more of a fun matchup. Hopefully, as the Banshees miss a wide open net here, still unable to capitalize as Origin trying to make something happen. Chillin can't pass to his teammate. They're still struggling here. Still cannot find the back of the net despite all the pressure. Now Lightning God popping it up to Flying High, who sends it in the middle. But Banshees, they still can't find the touch. And yeah, Merely, despite all these shots, still nothing. I mean, actually, they've only got one shot despite all the pressure, and they still can't hit it in as another huge whiff comes out from Chillin.
Yeah, definitely should be a couple more shots here from the Banshees if they were playing better. And also should be a goal by this point, in all honesty. But you can see the nerves working their way in. And all of a sudden, it's actually Origin on the counterattack, but they also will get shut down.
Yeah, nothing there for Jaegers. He thought about scoring the open net. It would have been too easy for our boy Jaegers here, so he's gonna let that one be. As the Banshees still can't clear it out. Jaegers sending it high. Good pass from him as Pygo Gonna send off the back wall, looking for the shot. And he's gonna put it in. Pygo able to send it by the Banshees defenders, just stuck in mud on the goal line.
And Pygo, aka Organic Peanut Butter, gets a nice hard hit to the backboard. Defender is completely lost in the sauce. Can't even get a touch from either of them, and he's gonna roll that one in.
Where does this organic peanut butter name come from? I'm so confused about that. I think we're all gonna need an explanation about this.
Pygo is known to have some chaotic usernames in the. I don't think this is anything unusual for him.
Oh, I see it. I see it in the top left now. He joined his organic peanut butter and then left. So yeah. Pygo's he's a little bit of a chaotic character, but I mean he's scoring. So I mean really at the end of the day, that's all that matters in this one. Is organic peanut butter gonna get the clear to the side? And now taking it down, looking for the flick. TTV Death Trap, just fortunate to be in the way of that one somehow. As the Banshee's still just doing nothing at all, chilling. Just gonna be blocked away by Jaegers. To the side now, Pygo. Blocked by Flying High, Lightning. On the catch here, gonna flick it up, past one. Just taking it by the entire team. Banshee's nowhere to be found. Is this one dropping towards the middle? Double commit comes out, and that one gonna be saved away. Chillin', the luckiest save of his life, just somehow jumped up and barely touched it away.
A good recovery from a terrible play initially, as Chillin got a little bit fortunate to be in just the right position to double jump and barely hit them off the crossbar, but it won't matter as Pygo puts in another goal.
Pygoat here coming in on this one. Chillin just too slow, Flying High with a great pass. That's a great pass moment. If I were quick chatting in the game, as he passed right to him and gonna send in the back of the net. So there you have it. Origin just easily taking a 2-0 lead as the Banshees are just running each other over. Just absolutely no chemistry. It looks like Disco really was carrying this team together, and now they are definitely struggling here. As Jaegers to Lightning God, trying to make something happen. Not going to go this time, but still 2-0 lead here for Origin in this one.
Yeah, and they're kind of just shutting down the Banshees, as the series or as the game progresses. They initially came out with quite a bit of pressure, but after they missed about 13 shots in a row, it looks like they've completely given up for this game. Maybe not quite yet, though. The caster bias working against me.
Yeah, caster bias kind of evil there. I'm not sure what was happening with Jaegers here. I guess he's kind of letting him get one here, chilling. It felt bad for all the misses from earlier, so Pygo had to give him one. That's some respect right there. Let him have a goal. Make it seem like it's a close game, but in reality, you've got all the pressure, all the control as well.
You do love to see the sportsmanship. Honestly, they might just be setting up the Brazil. I'm sure they could score 5 more goals easily.
Yeah, I mean, if they really tried for it, I would have to agree. Brazil, it's pretty easy to do when you're as good as Origin is and as bad as the Banshees are right now. So we'll have to see if they go for it, or maybe just try to keep it close. We'll have to see. Final 30 seconds now. Origin and Jaegers getting a bump. Death Trap, right passing it back to Jaegers. Is Flying High bumped out of the way, driving backwards now for some reason. Chilling another backflip. He's struggling with his car right now. Not sure what's going on here as he misses another ball. This one being sent away. Origin just got to hold on for the final 10 seconds, which they, should do pretty easily here. As the time ticks down, not even threatened here as a Rule 1 pops up, and just the easiest save of Pygo's life there as Origin takes game 1.
Yeah, Pygo didn't even have to do much there. He sat in net, knew the shot was not going to be good at all. Knew he could just double jump, tap it down, and that's exactly what he did. To take, even though it's only a 2-1 lead, still a comfortable victory for Origin.
Yeah, pretty solid win. Didn't even really have to try there, so you'll love to see it as that's gonna wrap up game number 1. But Origin 1-0, not even, like you said, not even really trying here. So I don't know merely. I don't know, what's gonna happen in game 2. I mean, do they let the Banshees get one here and just give them a game?
They might. That could be a strategy. Maybe let them feel like they have a little bit of hope. Honestly, as far as we're talking strategy for Banshees, without Disco, they don't look that great. So maybe their strategy should just be to go find Disco, whatever he's doing, and bring him on, because they're not winning this series without him.
Yeah, that's true. They are not looking too good. Let's just keep it at that. And Origin, Of course, they are looking really good. So
Insane.
and insanely good. I mean, just so much pressure, so many goals, just too solid, just too good in this one. Oh, something I forgot to say while we reset the lobby here quick, as per request of Origin. Speaking of Origin, actually the stream voted matchup is going to go for Faded versus Origin on Monday. That was the first stream voted matchup of the night. So you know, not only is the caster bias on, but I guess the viewer bias is on as well, as they're going to be on they're going to be on stream on Monday as well, and that should be actually all caster bias aside, that should be an interesting matchup with the new look Faded, and actually Faded has Parallax, who was on Origin last season, looking for maybe a revenge game.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of revenge that Parallax will be looking for in that matchup. Definitely think it'll be a good one, especially if Origin can play as well as they're playing in this series. I definitely expect that to be a good matchup. I like to see the love for Origin on stream.
Yes, sir. I would have to agree here. That should be an exciting one. But we're getting the players joined back in the lobby right now, having a couple of Rocket League lobby issues. Of course, why not? Why not? They're trying to stop the caster bias. The caster bias is too strong, merely. I think we're a little bit overpowered here.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Someone redeemed caster bias on Rocket League servers.
They took him down. I think the Banshees, they weren't having any of this. They said it. They said, "All right, you got caster bias on us. We're just gonna, put some caster bias on the Rock League servers." So, I see how it is.
What are you gonna do? It looks like we will finally be getting into a lobby. There we go.
There we go. It's alive. The lobby is alive. So we get the players in here in just a second. But yeah, so far, so easy for Origin, who also has the full series caster bias. If you're just joining us, full series caster bias on Banshees, which basically means me as the GM of Evolution and merely as assistant GM of Evolution, we get to hype up our team, which is kind of nice. I kind of like this. It's the good kind of bias, It's sanctioned bias. They're allowing us to be biased.
Exactly. The people voted. This is what the people wanted. Okay. Well, this is what one person specifically wanted, I guess.
And it may have been Jaegers.
It may have been a player on Origin, but, but nonetheless.
But I mean, he uses channel points, so you know what? If you want to use your channel points, go ahead and do it. I'd be. You know what would be interesting, merely, is if we had someone redeem full series caster bias against Origin as well at the same time.
Yeah.
Have the double reverse. I don't even know how that would work out.
That's what Chillin wanted to redeem, and I feel like at that point we just talk bad about both teams, and just insult them.
That's
respectfully, of course.
Respectfully talk trash about the teams, as always. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess we're not going to find out today. But we are going to find out is how badly Origin is going to smack the Banshees in Game 2.
Yes, and personally, I can't wait. Oh my goodness, there's almost a freestyle opportunity there for Jaegers. I know he was looking at it.
He thought about it. Would have been, again, too easy. You got to watch out for those easy opportunities there. As looks like Pygo, the carry, is still struggling. I know they want a new lobby, but I'm starting to think it's just Pygo's internet, as the pool shot attempt from the Banshees coming out, trying to go towards the net, and Chillin has backflipped yet again. I think the caster bias is getting to him. He's backflipped about 5 or 6 times when you're watching him.
Oh my goodness, what a save from Pygo. Yeah, for Chillin's own sake, I feel like he might have the stream open. If he does, I would recommend you to close it. You're not going to hear anything you want to hear.
Watch it back later and see how bad we are about the trash talk. But yeah, we'll have to see for Chillin's sake, and for our caster bias sake. Hopefully, he keeps backflipping. As Origin, just too strong. Honestly, it might not even be the stream merely. I think it's just Origin put in the fear in the hearts of Chillin here. And when you got such a team that is so good on the other side of the pitch, sometimes all there is to do is backflip and miss the ball.
Yeah. I've never considered that play before, but I definitely think I've employed that strategy multiple times.
It definitely does work. It has been known to work, and Origin, they're the masters of it. As Jaegers, he's going up in the air again, flying high. Can't make the touch. Pygo with an opportunity here. Gonna pop it up high, and Lightning got off the backboard. Would have been too easy of a goal there for him. He's just gonna let that one be. Keep things at 0-0. And now this one popped up. Jaegers doesn't
It
want to
was
touch
a
that one.
impossible read.
Impossible read right there from Jaegers. He was never going to make that touch, so we can't expect him, as good as Origin is, you can't hit everything. And Jaegers, he's trying to get to this one, gonna pop it up high. Good pass there. Death Trap, just gonna fly right by it. It's chilling. Gonna send it down. Another miss comes out from the Banshees. Really struggling here, flying high, last man back. Passing it right to Pygo, who has an opportunity here. But flying high, barely, luckily, gonna get the touch away, and still at 0-0. Origin, merely playing with their food a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. That was a great pass from Flying High, but I think Pygo or Lightning God just felt a little bit bad about scoring that one. So, they want to keep the game going for now. Keep the score even. Make it seem like it's competitive. I'm sure any second now we'll see the triple flip resets come out. And once again, it'll be Origin in the lead.
Yeah, as Banshees still can't hit a shot on the net. I mean, we wouldn't really expect anything more from them in this game. As Lightning God just gonna send it down. The Banshees still struggling to get it clear, but this one just stuck in the corner. Banshees, Jaeger's gonna let that one just go by. Why not? This one sent up high. And I talked about in the last series we had caster bias, but merely maybe what Origin's going for here is just let them feel like they're close, and then just right at the end just rip it away from them like Lightning God is doing right there, just too easy.
There it is. A beautiful touch from Jaegers gets a light tap off the backboard. Death Trap just completely forgot that he had a net to defend. Instead, the boost, the magnetic pull was too strong, and that's a nice easy open net.
Yeah, sometimes the boost, it just pulls you in. It's just so tempting. It's so tempting there. And Banshees, of course, they are the type of team to fall for that boost over ball. As this one sent up high, an open net, but of course, not even going to go in. Pygo, just the greatest player to ever exist. Going to save that one away. Pygoat, as they call him. Greatest of all time. He's able to clear that one away, and again, just so good. He's just so good, merely.
Yeah, he got a clutch save a few seconds ago, but honestly, you never expected him to miss that any time in his life. You might argue that Banshees did miss an open net, but really, when the Banshees are shooting, there might as well be 20 defenders in net because they're not hitting that shot anyways.
Yeah, and really, just look at this one. They called the server reset, Origin did. I'm sure it was to try to help Pygo out here. And Pygo's still been at like 200, 150 ping this entire match, and he's still smacking the Banshees. So, that's just when you gotta contemplate when do you just forfeit? When does the forfeit come out,
Yeah, now that would be something. I don't think I've seen that on stream ever before. But the Banshees might want to consider it. Origin are going to give one back, but it's only a temporary loss. They'll be investing in another goal shortly.
Yeah, just got to give him one here. Pygo, he felt bad. I mean, he's just scoring all over the place. Why not just score one on his own net,
Exactly.
It's just he's just unstoppable. Just a force to be reckoned with. Even when you expect him to, score the ball, he'll just score wherever he can. So he takes that one, and 1-1 now in game number 2. Final seconds here. Origin, will they allow this game to go to overtime? That's the question. Or will they win it in regulation with the buzzer beater goal? That would be very demoralizing if they could do that. But they're going to have to take it the length of the pitch. Lightning God trying to tap it down, but it's going to stay up for Chillin. To Flying High here, who puts it off the backboard, can't even shoot at the open net. And Jaegers, they're going to let it go to overtime.
Yeah, that was a really nice pass middle. I will give them that, but Flying High just absolutely completely beans the shot. At this point, I think Flying High should just stay on the ground.
Too much Flying High, and Origin gonna let him get a game here. Why not? On the double commit, just poor chemistry right there.
Yeah, so it looks like they are going with the strategy that you were suggesting, where they would give Banshees a game back, just to make it seem like the series is competitive. They do care about the Nemesis streams. They want us to go to game 5 most likely, so that it could be good content. But obviously they could have won that if they really wanted to.
I respect that. I respect that for the content there. As we're now going to be tied up at 1 game apiece, and now we're gonna have to see what Origin is gonna do here.
Indeed, we will. And will they just continue to demolish like they did in game 1, or will they maybe let Banshees take the next game, and then come back, take the one after that, and then carry the momentum. There's a lot of ways they could win this, but I don't really see any ways they could lose it.
Yeah, not even really close here in this one. As Origin, like we talked about, they let them get a game here. Much respect for that. As we're gonna head to game number 3 here in just a moment, but Origin really just having no difficulties at all in the series so far, and had to give Banshees a game. Like you said, merely, I respect this. It was all in the script for the content. They're playing for the game 5. Still a little bit to go in the series, but keeping it close.
Yeah, you like to see them keeping it close. At this point, Banshees are gonna have to channel their inner Titan if they even want to get another game out in this series, and I don't really see that happening. So could be a clean win for Origin from here on out, but hopefully they'll let us have a little bit of content, let the Banshees score some goals.
Yeah, I would have to agree. We gotta love the content here. Origin just, I think when it comes to the evolution, or evolution's all about the content merely. You got me as the GM. I tell my players content only. Even though I could just have all my teams go 18-0 on the season and go undefeated. But where's the fun in that? It would be too easy just to let them go undefeated like that.
Precisely. More big plays coming out from Origin, and they will not be stopping anytime soon.
No, I would have to agree. So we'll see what they decide to do here. As we'll get them joined up. They're just waiting again. We'll give them another joining up with a smiley face. As we get to game number 3 here, Banshees versus Origin. The Banshees still struggling here, and actually things have settled down. Pygoat is his internet is back to normal now. Maybe he felt like, all right, maybe the internet advantage, the disadvantage that he had, he decided to make sure, all right, maybe we'll make it or let him get back his internet so he can just style on some kids.
Yeah, it looks like he maybe went and closed 10 of those Google Chrome tabs he had open real quick, like just so that he can focus a little bit more on the game. He just wants to see it in better frames, the win that is.
Yeah, of course. Got to enjoy the victory, enjoy the ride, the journey. Origin just kind of cruising in this one so far, as it's 1-1 in this caster bias series against Banshees. As Pygo gonna set one up, looking for a great pass to his teammate. Jaeger's gonna get bumped out of the way, and an own goal. The Banshees, what in the world are they doing?
And what a pass play! Finished off by the Banshees. Pygo to Jaegers to the ceiling to 2 defenders who both decide this ball looks much better in our own net. And just complete madness from the Banshees, but you love to see the ball going in their net.
I mean, and that's just what we expect from the Banshees. They just throw it in the back of their own net. We really kind of you just figured that would happen at some point. It was only a matter of time. As this one chilling, just missing the open net, but he's actually somehow going to hit it in. Not really sure. Origin, maybe felt bad again.
Yeah, and Origin gonna let the Banshees get one back. They did feel a little bit bad after the Banshees did just give them one goal. They said, "Here, you can have that goal right back. We don't need that easily. Come on now."
Yeah. I mean, when the Banshees are giving them free goals, Origin said, "All right, you can have that back. We need an actual fair game here, or at least think you guys have a chance." So they're not going to take any cheap goals, and that's just the respect level from Origin, and that's what sets them apart from the rest of the prospect field. As Pygo with a banger.
Truly, and there it is. After 2 free goals, 1 for each side, Pygo says, "All right, I guess I'll put a little bit of effort into my shot." Bangs one home, and that's a beautiful shot.
Oh, and something I just noticed about these Origin players, and just another good reason why they're the greatest team in Prospect this season. I mean, look at these cars. They are matching X Games cars. They are on X Games mode here, merely, and looking good. That's team chemistry.
That is indeed. You love to see it. Full team, X Games mode engaged, and for that reason, they really can't even lose. Like, there's no chance. They're taking the championship.
It's pretty much over at this point. Again, I'm not certain why the rest of the prospects haven't forfeited. As another backflip comes out, and maybe Chillin has infected his teammate now, as this one pops up high over to the side. But Jaeger's gonna bang it down, flying high, try to make something happen here. Can't find the touch. As Pygo over to the corner. Jaeger's going to send it down 2-1 lead here for Origin in game number 3. As this series all tied at 1 apiece, Lightning God going to send it to the corner. He thought about taking that one up, but Death Trap going to pass it to maybe to a teammate here. Teammate in Jaegers, who sends it back down, popping it up high. Pygo heading up for this one, taking a shot towards the net. Going to go a little bit wide and chilling. Going to make the touch as this one out of the midfield. And after a couple quick goals, merely things settling down quite a bit here in game number 3.
Things have settled down quite a bit. Maybe Origin just looking to end the series now as fast as possible. They don't have to worry about losing, so they don't really have to push for more goals. Chillin' will get one back. Once again, of course, Origin just leaving the net open for them.
Yeah, just, kind of a free shot there. I mean, Chillin', he pretty much had a wide open net and still managed to hit the post. So Banshee's still struggling with their shot accuracy here. Fortunately for them, sometimes just get a lucky bounce off the post, and that one's gonna go in there. A shot towards the net. Pygo, the greatest player of all time, coming back at it again with another insane save. He's definitely going hard there.
And an insane save that actually was. Also, whoever, I didn't see which player it was from Origin, happened to be sitting on the midfield, got a great touch to just get the ball around Chillin'. And yeah, Origin's defense, impeccable as always. Nothing breaking through these guys.
No shot here is Origin gonna send it down. Jaeger's now looking to make something happen here. Chillin', gonna find the clear right up the wall though. As he's gonna find a touch right to Lightning God, who shuts that one down. Chillin', driving it again towards the wall. Off the backboard here in the middle, flying high, can't find the touch. Jaegers with an opportunity, gonna get it by 1. He's just got Chillin' the beat. What can he do? He drops it down to him. Just gonna let him pick up the saver middle. Felt bad, trying to maybe get Chillin' some stats this week. Gotta love the the humanity from Jaegers there to let Chillin' get a free saver medal.
Yeah, he wanted to give him back a little bit of points, a return on investment for letting them have the series, since Jaeger's looking for the shot, just misses, but Lightning God will finish it off. A beautiful play, actually.
Okay, that was actually pretty solid right there. Jaegers, he almost just sniped this one just off the post, but Lightning God, just a god. Lightning God there, able to put it in. You see the goat banner as well. The RLCS X goat banner, and Origin easily back into the lead again.
And there it is. You saw Jaegers even thinking, maybe I'll save this one. That was kind of, it was good, but was it good enough? A little bit of a boring goal. It was still a good goal, but it looked like he almost wanted to save it. Then he thought, we might as well just end this game as quick as possible.
Yeah, and you got to respect that from Jaegers here. Just might as well move it on to the next one. He knows that we're behind the stream schedule a little bit, so he's like, let's finish this one real quick, and get ready for game number 4. As just no hope now. There may be 20 seconds, and Banshees just need 1 goal to tie it up, but really just no hope at all with Origin on the other side of the field. As Banshees obviously not going to score that one there. This one's sent a long way. Banshees going to have to take it the length of the pitch here. And Origin might just decide to end this one right here, or will they allow overtime? We'll have to see. As this one off the backboard, Pygo popping it up. Death Trap trying to get to him. Pygo with a great clear off the backboard. And Origin, there we go. They're gonna take that one home. The X Games mode strikes again, and they're up 2-1 in the series.
You can't stop the X Games mode. And once again, Origin swinging, landing another blow. And now it's looking like they do realize we're behind schedule a little bit, so they might just close it out in the next game, is what I predict, at least.
Yeah, and you got to respect that too. They know being behind schedule, they got to get us right back on track, so got to get some respect for Origin here, really just kind of showing up. And obviously, Pygoat on the top right here. 1 goal, 3 saves, but you see merely this is the chemistry I'm talking about. Each player on Origin with a goal in that game, and that is what we love to see.
Precisely. Each player had a fair spread of points. Each player had a goal. I will say Pygo actually absolutely popped off on defense that game with a couple of clutch saves. Other than that, very even statistics, and Origin just a completely team-oriented effort at taking down the Banshees here.
And again, just another easy game. Origin, no sweat on their brows in this one as we head to game number 4 on Forbidden Temple. And we got the main question here, Mary. I guess there's kind of two questions. I guess it has, or I guess one question with two answers. How will this game turn out? Will Origin end the series right here? You know what? I think you're right. I think they're gonna end it right here. Lightning God. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I thought the question you were going to ask is why are the Banshees so bad? But that's a question too, as well, I guess. As Lightning God just dunks the ever living life out of the defender, and that ball's just going to get sent easily into the net. Perfectly calculated in every way.
That was my second question. But you know what? We'll we'll take that one here as Origin again into the lead. As this one popped up high off the backboard. Banshee's trying to hit the open net, but chillin'. Can't read the backboard there. Very unfortunate. As he's trying to pass it in the middle of the field. Death trap. Again, can't shoot it on the net. Origin and their team chemistry working out for them as they double commit. But all in the name of chemistry. As Pygo send this one up. He's looking for the demo. He's hunting down Flying High, who has to panic and make a touch. As this one sent back down towards the net. Death trap, trying to pass it down. Chillin' can't hit the net. Almost a good passing play, but it's only a good passing play if you can finish it.
Yeah, and it was a good attempt, but really an insult to think that Origin wouldn't be able to save that attempt. They should have known better. If it's not a 79-mile-per-hour redirect, it's not going in Origin's net.
Oh my.
There was almost a Cuxer pinch, I think, that came out there. That one was scarily close.
Yeah, Lightning God, he's just throwing out the pinches. He's going off this game. He said, all right, Pygo, you had your game last time. It's Lightning God time. As this one popped up, he's going for it again. Almost going to shoot towards the net, Flying High. Just lucky to be in the right position there. As this one blocked away to the side. Flying High can't make the touch. Death trap off the backboard, looking for the read. Trying to find a double tap, but can't hit it in. And another easy save away for Origin as they look to close out the series in Game 4. Lightning God off the backboard, Death trap, trying to find a touchdown. Luckily going to be in the way as now the demos are coming out. As always, the most toxic mechanic here from the Banshees, trying to do anything they can to get back in this game, even going for the dirty plays merely, and we all know how dirty demos are.
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously they're just going for demos because they can't hit an open net to save their life. Somewhat hard to blame them at this point, as they have to try everything, but nothing is going to work. Origin are holding strong, and they are not letting go of any slack now that they've gone this.
Yeah, and 2.5 minutes remaining, just past halfway in this game. Banshee's still looking for a goal, but Pygoat on defense. He's back at it again, another 3 saves. And Jaegers with a net to shoot at as, again, Flying High. Another dirty demo is, oh my goodness, Lightning God gonna fake out the entire team. And there it goes again, really. This is unreal right now.
So many demos. If they could hit the ball as many times as they've gone demos this game, they might have a shot at even tying up the game. But with how things are going right now, I just don't see it happen.
Yeah, I mean, really, just so many demos, so much toxicity. We don't allow demos in Nemesis. And really, the Banshees just are trying to break the rules here. As Flying High, sending it back towards the net. But again, Jaegers, easy save for him is chilling. He can't find the touch. Pygoat up the wall there. Death trap towards the net, but right to Lightning God, who's just waiting and, at this point, maybe farming a couple of saves, Got to stat pad a little bit merely. You got to respect the stat pad when you got an easy match like this one.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And Origin just having trouble keeping it in now. They were going easy for the first part. They're still not trying to score that many goals, but they really want those points, and you can see by their saves. They need those points, and they want Player of the Week.
You got to respect that. As Jaegers now, he's getting on the board here. Getting some saves, why not? Is this one still in here? And, really Origin just taking it easy, farming the saves. They don't really even want the pressure. I mean, only 3 shots from them in this game. The Banshees, they may have 7 shots, but, it doesn't matter when you can't hit any of those shots in the net. And Origin, just going to be happy to sit in their 3 shots right now, farm the saves. And, only 50 seconds remaining. And Banshees really haven't been able to do much yet.
Yeah, no, like you said, they've got a lot of shots, but they haven't been able to find a single goal. They're going to keep looking for it, but I really don't think they're going to find it. That goal is more lost than a sock that you put in the washing machine and never see again. It ain't being found, and they're not going to get anything. Origin might even add another one here.
As another lucky save comes out, Origin, they're starting to turn it up now. They said, screw this, let's get one more. But the Banshees, trying to push it back, looking for one of their own, but Jaegers with a great save. As always, he's picking up a savior medal as there's 8 saves out. Make it 9. Everyone on Origin has a savior medal. The team chemistry is back again as a 4th save comes out from Jaegers. And last chance for the Banshees. Will Origin let it go to overtime? Probably not, as this one's sitting in the corner. The Banshees have to keep it up. Chillin', he can't keep it up. It touches the ground in Origin. Another easy win for them as they take the series 3-1.
Oh my goodness. And defensive magnificence from Origin as they just absolutely annihilate every single shot, even though none of them were obviously threatening. Every single shot saved, cleared away, 50'd, nothing able to get through. That's a frustrating loss if you're Banshees. I'm sorry, caster bias aside. That was an incredible defensive performance.
Yeah, and I think we'll cut the caster bias off here, as that one is definitely interesting to match. Thank you, Jaegers, for the caster bias. And actually, some people are going home rich here. It looks like I Play for Slays had bet the most on Origin here, and they were actually big underdogs in this one. And actually, I'm looking at his return here. I Play for Slays. He bet 5,000 channel points. This man is going to get 32,000 out of that.
Oh my god.
So I Play for Slays coming in. The underdog pays the bet for the underdog here as Origin taking home the victory. But really a solid performance from them overall. Some defense definitely in the last game. The Banshees, they honestly, merely all things considered, didn't even look that bad there. It's just that Origin seemed to be playing pretty well on the defensive end at least.
Yeah, no, the Banshees actually had pretty good pressure, and they were taking some good quality shots. Origin's defense, especially Pygoat, absolutely just would not crack on defense. I mean, I would be so frustrated if I was a Banshees player. Some of those shots after some of the clears, you just expected them to be able to get a quick goal, but somehow Pygo would come out of nowhere and just get an insane block. I mean, that was a solid performance from Banshees, but really just an outstanding performance from Origin.
Yeah, good performance from Origin. They're taking home the 3-1 victory. So congratulations to them. But we have one more match coming your guys' way in just about 5 minutes here. We have Distortion taking on Kings. And we saw a couple of upsets already. Origin handing the Banshees their first loss of the season. The Lynx, they looked decent in the first game at least, and throughout the series couldn't pull off the upset. But can Distortion find their first win of the season? They're going against a new look Kings, so not really sure what's going to happen in this matchup. It should be an interesting one. That one is coming up in just a couple minutes. Also, make sure we're gonna get the poll back up for the next matchup, so make sure you guys get your votes in for the second streamed match on Monday. And we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
See you.